morning. It is Thursday, May 4th, and it is 8:47. So I need to record this fast because I have to leave the house at 9. Thursdays are the day that I go to group therapy. I'm in an anxiety management group. I never used to think that I had anxiety. I always just think that I had depression, which I do. They usually go together. But one of the great things I learned in therapy is a great definition. Depression is about the past, anxiety is about the future. So depression is where you worry about everything that you did wrong, all the people who hate you, all the things you didn't do. Anxiety is where you worry about what's going to happen. So, lots of anxiety, especially right now, especially today. I'm thinking a lot about my friends who live in America because there's a really important vote happening about healthcare. It's one of those things that in Canada, I literally just never think about my healthcare. I don't even pay for it because I make so little money, so I'm actually under the threshold where I get my healthcare for free. This anxiety management group I'm going to is completely free. All of my mental health so far, all my therapy that I've been doing in the last year, I think it's almost a year now, might even be more than a year, has all been free. I mean, I pay nominal fees for each group for like the photocopying that we do, the binders of the stuff that they give us. And then I just started this group like 3 weeks ago, and I came in with my $5. Here's my $5, give me my binder. And they're like, oh no, we're not doing that anymore. So even that's free now. That's what's amazing about socialism, where we pay for each other. I don't make as much money as other people, so they pay a little bit more, and all of us get the same stuff. So I am very grateful to be Canadian today. And for the last couple months, I've been very grateful. So after I go to therapy, then I have kind of some time between that until I go to work. I usually just stay uptown though, so I'll probably go to Starbucks. I have 2 rewards. Yesterday I used one and I got the Venti S'mores Frappuccino, which is ridiculous. Maybe not as ridiculous as the unicorn Frappuccino, but it's like this big. It's huge. It's crazy. It's good though. I definitely took my time though drinking it, and I would never ever pay for whatever that costs. I don't even know what a Venti Frappuccino costs these days. It's got to be like $6 or $7. Today though, I think I'm going to use my reward and get lunch. So I will probably have coffee and a sandwich. I really want to try their quiche. They have a new spinach quiche, and every time that I've gone, it has been not available that day. I guess it's really popular or something. So hopefully I can try that today. And then I work until 7:30, so it's what, 8:51 now. I'm going to leave the house at 9. I'm not going to get home until 8. That's a really weird day for me. That's not normal. So hopefully I can do some writing in the middle of the day today. I'm recording this video in the morning, but I'm not going to be able to upload it until the afternoon when I get on the Starbucks Wi-Fi. Not like you're going to miss anything though. It's not like I have any pressing announcements. My next story that I'm writing for an anthology is vampires. Maybe you can see I wrote down all the deadlines that I want to hit. These are open calls for anthologies. They're all short stories, so they're all in the maybe like average 5,000 words, I would say. 4,000 or 5,000 words. So the next one is vampires. I really don't know what to write. I really don't like vampires. It's not a Twilight thing. I have never liked vampires since the very beginning. I even tried to read Interview with a Vampire back when the movie came out because I was in my, teens when that came out, and I thought Brad Pitt was hot back then. I thought Christian Bale was hot, or not Christian Bale, Christian Slater. I thought Christian Slater was hotter. And I did really like Tom Cruise before he went crazy. But vampires, I don't know. It's not my thing. I don't like horror movies in general, though. I liked Scream, but that's not technically a horror movie. It's the subversion of horror movies. So I don't know. I gotta figure out something. They say that they want something out of the box, but at the same time, it's also erotic horror. So I don't know. I don't know if I can really get the horror part. I'm gonna try though. 8:53. I still have some time though. I live just down the hill, so I'm gonna take my time with my coffee this morning. I usually make actual coffee in the morning. I have beans from Cuba right now, actually. My parents went on a cruise and then stayed for a little while in Cuba. And they brought back a whole bunch of stuff, but they brought back coffee. So I've been drinking that lately. I don't have a fussy coffee routine, but I do grind my beans in my mortar and pestle, which probably sounds really funny. It's just that I don't have a coffee grinder. Every time I go to buy one, it's like, oh, it's so much money. It's not, I don't know if it's really worth it. I'm just one person, so I'm never making huge pots of coffee. I just make some in the morning. So grinding, I do like a quarter cup of beans for my French press or for my pour over. And sorry, grinding like a quarter cup of beans in my mortar and pestle, it doesn't really take that long, and it's kind of, meditative. It's kind of relaxing. It's kind of nice. And I kind of like that you have to put a little effort into it. You have to really want coffee to grind your beans in a mortar and pestle. I don't think it makes it taste any different. I'm not doing it for elitist reasons or anything. And then I have a French press. My mom bought it for me from IKEA because I stole her Bodum French press. And then I guess she wanted that back even though she never uses it. I think it's hilarious. My dad makes the coffee in that house, so. I have a pour over cone as well, too. It's just a little plastic thing. I think it's Melita. And that's awesome, too, because you can just put it on top of any vessel. So sometimes I stick it on top of a mason jar. I have a lot of canning jars from my grandma that I use for storage. So I put it on a mason jar. Then you can stick it in the fridge and have cold brew in the morning. Or, cold coffee in the morning, iced coffee. And you can stick it right on top of your mug and just do the cold brew right into your mug. Or the pour over. The thing I like about the pour over is that you can do just the coffee that you want at that time. So then if you have a little bit of coffee in the morning and then you want some more, you can just boil some more water and pour it over the beans and it's still just as good. That's my fussy coffee routine. Not very fussy. So today I'm going to therapy, going to do some writing at Starbucks. Then I'm going to work 4 classes today. Then I'm coming home. That's about it. So I will see you tomorrow.